Okay.
Alright, go.
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Chau and I'm an international student from Vietnam. This is my second year at App. I study hospitality and tourism management and marketing.
Okay. What year did you come to App?
Why did I come to App?
Yeah.
Because App has like a really good program for hospitality, and that's what I want to do.
How did you find out about App since you're from Vietnam?
My brother actually graduated from App State many years ago, and he suggests this is like a great school. He loved it, so I want to come up here.
What was the biggest adjustment coming over from Vietnam to the States?
Definitely the cultural. It's so different here, especially the food. A lot of fast food.
What's like the best and the worst when it comes to food here?
The best and the worst?
Yeah, like what's kind of like your favorite and what do you like not like so much as far as American food goes?
My favorite? Salmon? Is that like American thing or just no?
Sammy comes from Alaska, so maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love salmon. Whenever I get to go out, I would definitely order salmon because that's what I cannot get at school. The worst, definitely fast food. I can't. Especially pizza. I used to love pizza in Vietnam. Until I get here, no thanks.
Wow.
Are there any differences in like the social culture that you can think of?
Yes. Maybe for example, women in Vietnam, like we don't get to like wear too sexy or no bras. Yeah, and here I get to see like everyone's just they're like comfy within their clothes, their skin. They don't care about what other people think or like even weight. Like in Vietnam, we would like point at someone and say you're fat or skinny. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's very different here. Like I feel very comfortable here. No one would say anything to me or like tell me what to do.
I know when we talked to you on Monday, you were talking about how like age plays a big role in how people interact with each other.
Yes, that's right. So in Vietnam, before we talk with someone or know someone, we would ask their age, and then based on their age, we would like have different pronouns. For example, who's like older, I would call them older and respect them more. And for example, in high school, we have like different age, like same age with the same grade you are in. You can't study with like different people like in American high school.
Did any of your friends from home go and study abroad, or were you the only one?
Yes, most of, probably like more than 50% of my friends are everywhere around the world. Most of them are in Australia, Canada, European countries.
How do you deal with like the time difference when it comes to like staying in touch with your friends and your family?
I don't think it's like, it's not like a big problem for me. I would like still get to find some time to talk with my family, my friends. But I think it would be hard for like, especially whenever I get to go back to Vietnam and I want to like to call and talk with my friends. It's like so hard to find time because like it's 11 hours ahead of America time.
How did you learn English, and how long did it take you?
English is a required language in Vietnam, and we start learning it in elementary school. So I've been like learning it since probably grade 2 till now. I think I'm actually not a good English speaker, or learner. Like in my high school, I'm like in one of the lowest on my whole school.
You seem pretty good to us.
I
like-
know.
Oh, they are really good. They SAT, everything, like their grades are very high, and if you hear them talking, you would thought like they're probably foreigner. Yeah, I'm still trying.
Were there any parts of like the English language that you thought were kind of like particularly like weird or just like didn't make sense? I know a lot of people say like English is one of the hardest languages to learn.
Deer. Many deer.
Oh, how it's like the same as
Singular.
plural and singular. Yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
words like that.
Also, like you have like present perfect, past perfect. Like how you use it, like you change the verb. So like in my language, wait, back in Vietnam when we study how to use like the present, past perfect, those kind of stuff, it's like so complicated to remember. Like for example, go, went, gone. It was hard to remember every single thing like that.
I'm trying to think what we talked about on Monday.
Are there any like experiences that you've had while over here that have been like specifically memorable to you?
This. When I first came here, I was like in a high school in Asheboro. Band is like the best, one of the best experience I've ever had. Which is like something new. We don't have that in Vietnam. Like I get to jamming the music with them. It's just they have like good friendships. I think it's like very cool. And then when I come to App, I get to go hiking, which I never get to do that. And like just learn more about the nature, the environment.
How weird was your first snow?
First snow, I think I remember it. I was sick and I stayed at home, but then like I saw the snow and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to rain out there. And that was my first time. I was like so excited. It was so cool, like just like having them on my hand and just like see how pretty it is.
Because it's really hot in Vietnam, right?
Yeah, it is very hot. It can go up to like 100 something Fahrenheit. It's very humid there because Vietnam is near the equator.
It's a big adjustment coming here.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot here too. It's just you guys have the AC and like the heat during the winter, which is nice.
Is there mountains in Vietnam like there are here?
Mountains?
Mm.
Yeah, it's definitely like that's how we win the war. Sorry, guys. But yeah, like the forest was just cover the whole Vietnam from the north to the south. It's like so diverse. Mostly in the north, like there's so many mountains, like very high. We have Fancy Pen. It's like that mountain is one of the highest in, or like the highest in Indonesia. Wait. South Asia or something. Yeah, it's very high. And then like to the south, it's more like the beaches, the water. Yeah, it's really pretty there. You guys should go.
I'm
What do your parents do for a living?
My parents? I don't know. I forgot the words for them. But like my dad is like more like businessman, and my mom, she was like working in like one of like the best hotel in Vietnam. But then she like moved, when we moved to the south, she just working in like a traveling company.
So the hospitality and tourism management kind of like runs in your family?
Yes, my mom, my brother, and me.
That's
And then my
awesome.
cousin.
Nice.
So after you get your degree, I think we talked last time about you maybe wanting to stay around here. Do you know where you might want to go?
I definitely will move out of North Carolina to find somewhere. I'm not sure. I might just go down to Georgia first because my brother lived there, but I really want to live somewhere like a big city, maybe in California, where there's like more Asians. so quiet.
It's like, I'm trying to think of questions that we didn't ask you on Monday, but I
What
feel like
would
we
be like
covered
your
some.
dream scenario or dream job coming out of college?
I want to do event planner. I love talking with people. I love like planning things, do the events. So I think that's what I want to do. Hopefully I'll get a job. Or no, I have to go back to Vietnam.
What's your favorite thing to do in your free time, like when you're not in class here?
Watching K-pop. I watch it all the time. My friend just downloaded me. If you guys don't know any about like K-pop, it's like Korean music. And my very favorite group is BTS and Twice.
Where in the U.S. would you like to travel to, just for fun?
California. I've already been to New York and Chicago and Florida, so I think I really want to go that side of America. I think it's like more different. Most of my friends live there or study abroad there. And they said like they have like big Asian community. Like it's so pretty when I see like on YouTube, like all the YouTubers, they dress so cute, expensive clothes they got over there. So I really want to try that. I want to go thrifting there. They definitely have better clothes. It might be expensive, but it's probably a good experience.
Shopping definitely isn't the best in food.
I literally just went to the outlet mall
Oh, up
right
in
near here.
Blowing Rock, yeah.
I did not know they have it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Where have I been the whole time? I literally just got out of this that day. Oh, I can't believe it. I've been like walking around the street just like, I can't find anything here. And I didn't know they had that.
I'm trying.
Would you guys like to study abroad?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
I did last semester. I went to England for last semester.
How was it?
I loved it. I'm trying to go back over winter break to like go see my friends and stuff
Good.
because I miss them.
I'm studying abroad next semester.
Where?
South Korea.
Please meet BTS. Say hi to them.
They probably spend more time outside of South Korea than they do in it at this point. They're all over the place.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm not doing study abroad, but if I did, I'd probably go to Spain.
That's definitely one of my dream country. I want to go there. There's so many international students from Spain. We should like meet up with them.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know where I'd go. Anywhere, really.
It's like there's so many options.
Yeah.
Or maybe live there. If you guys get to choose to live, will you stay in America or a different country?
The way she's interviewing us.
I know.
I mean, we've got a bunch of footage. We're good. But
I feel like if I stay in America, I would like go to a bigger city, like you're talking about. Like I've lived in North Carolina my whole life, and I want to go somewhere else.
yeah, I'd really like to go out west, like to like Colorado or Utah or somewhere out there where there's bigger mountains.
I know you were. I feel like I keep bringing this conversation back to food,
Yeah.
but I just remembered on
You're
Monday
good.
you were talking about how Boone really has like a lack of good Asian food. Is it's kind of something you found true to be like anywhere in the U.S. or just?
When I went down to Florida, they have like a lot of Vietnamese community, and they definitely have like a lot of good restaurant. But here, I feel like the taste is more like for American. Cause I have a friend, he's from Thailand, and he told me that Chada Thai, whenever he go there, they will make it more like Thai food for him, but not for American, because they know American can like would probably likes it. So yeah, you just gotta. I don't know.
You got a special order.
Yeah. So I went to Sabaing. I know like it's like literally everyone's favorite except me because they Vietnamese food. They say like the touch of Saigon. What are you talking about? Literally, the food there is not even Vietnamese. It's the pho there is Laos pho. It's not even Vietnamese pho. And then everything I order there, it's just not good. I'm just so sad because like this is not my actual food, and you just use it as like something. It's just like frustrating. Yeah.
I get that.
Understandable.
Have you ever
Now,
like
when I
asked
go out, I
them?
just like get sushi. Just
Have you ever like asked them to like make it more like your friend did it?
I stay away. I just
You just
don't
avoid it
wanna
at all costs.
say anything, yeah. I don't feel like they're actual Vietnamese, so they will probably know what to do with it.
Are there, this is kind of something like I started to notice a lot more like when I went to England and I was like around a bunch of like non-Americans. Are there any like American stereotypes that you heard like before coming over here that you found to be like very true or very not true?
Any guess?
I guess.
I don't know.
Want to guess anything? Any stereotype you guys have?
The main thing people asked me was if like I voted for Trump or if I owned guns or anything when I was in England, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Literally, when I get back there, they're like, "Why do you choose America? You might get shot there." And I was like, "Maybe." I mean, it was before I came here. I remember that election because I had an English class and he's American. The teacher is American, and we're literally sitting there watching the election. Yeah, and then we like, okay, Trump is winning. But like I don't know much about it, but I know that a lot of like shootings happen in America, and till it didn't really hit me till like I heard about the UNCC shooting. That's when I'm like, I might get it, because also like back then I never be aware of how like I'm a minority and people might like have like hatred toward minority until now. Like I'm like, oh, okay, I need to be more careful because maybe out there are some people like racist. They might like hate me, and yeah, I just want to be safe. Actually, I have like a really good stereotype for you guys. Not like a good, like I don't know.
Let's hear
When
it.
I think of American, I think of, cause like this is what I see from, like I saw from like tourists when they came to Vietnam. They would carry a bottle of water and a book, and we were like, oh my god, they're so happy and smart. And that's what I thought of American. And when I came here, like everyone just like drink water, nice skin, like books, reading a lot of books. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to like drink more water. I never have like a bottle of water till I came here.
That's true.
It's not a stereotype I've heard, I feel like.
I know.
It's interesting.
When you walk around Boone, you need to stay hydrated.
That's true.
It's a workout, like.
Going up those hills every day.
Going around here.
Or like, oh yeah, American is always on time.
Always on time.
On
Yeah.
time. I think it's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
A lot of people around here
I mean,
sticklers about
some,
being on time.
but like mostly you guys are like European, Westerner. You guys are very like good at like being on time. But like our cultural, oh, we never on time. Like literally, I came to a wedding on time. There's no one there.
Oh my god.
They came like 31 hours later.
Fashionably. late.
Yeah, because I heard my friends sometimes like also joke about how Indian, like if you're on time, like it's like we just joke about how Asian are like have to come after 31 hours after that. Yeah, so So, and also like to meet up with my friends back in Vietnam is so hard because it's gonna start 1 hour after we plan. We just never show up on time.
That's so weird.
That's so weird.
It seems weird to me.
Really? Because
Yeah.
we're not on time?
Yeah, like why wouldn't you just pick that time?
Yeah.
Like just an hour later.
We pick it and we just never show up. Yeah, that's why we have to pick it earlier. Then that we have like.
That's
for
what I'm
example, we
saying
wanna
though,
meet
but
up
if
at,
you
like-
know that it's gonna be like an hour later, why wouldn't you?
No, people just like that. Like sometimes I just get ready in front of my house waiting for my friend to pick me up. He didn't respond to it the next morning. He's like, sorry, I forgot I slept through the whole day.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
so sad.
Things seem pretty lax and,
Yeah. We're just bad at it. Or like for Japanese culture, they're actually very on time. If they're late for 1 minute, they will like say sorry to you for like a long time. They're great. Like I have some friends last year, they're from Japan and they're always like 5 minutes earlier. Or if they're like late for like 1 minute, they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Chau. I'm like, no, you're fine. I'm always late, don't worry. So yeah.
It's funny, those are not stereotypes I ever would have like imagined.
I feel like I only hear the bad stereotypes.
I know.
You know?
It's nice to hear some good ones.
Yeah.
Do I know any bad stereotype, you guys? I don't think so. Like Vietnamese, we're like very admire of you guys.
Is it
Feel
the
love.
same thing when it comes to like school and stuff over there? Everybody always late or
Oh my gosh,
like how's that?
I'm one of them.
Okay.
Always late for school. Literally, my school is in front of my house, and I'm still late every morning.
Gotcha.
I wake up 5 minutes before the school start, and the school literally start at 6:30 a.m.
Oh my god.
So that's why I'm late.
I would be too.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to-
school in Vietnam we start at 7.
When does it end?
Ooh. Huh?
When is-
Until 5, 4 or 5. We have the whole school on. We have class every single hours. We don't have like you guys like.
Do you have a
Yeah.
weekend?
We have school on Saturday, and I literally go like study from Monday to Sunday. We have so after school we have tutoring. That is not really tutoring. It's like that teacher open a small class, and if you study it, you will pass the class. If you don't study it, screw you. You're gonna fail. So we study from Monday to Sunday. I go study SAT and then TOEFL as far like to get into university here every single day after school until 11 p.m. Or like math, literature, chemistry, physics, every single day. I don't have any breaks. Right after school, I will go study.
So do you find here to be easier in that sense?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I get to do like so many activities here. I get to join so many clubs. We don't really do that in Vietnam. We just study and study and study. We don't get to having free times at all.
What kind of clubs are you a part of here?
Asian Student Association, Cultural Ambassador, Rotaract, INTAP. Yeah. I really like it here. I get to do a lot of stuff. There's so many more I want to do. Too busy.
What sort of work do you do with like the cultural ambassadors and INTAP? Is it just sort of like letting people film you? Like,
So for cultural ambassador, they will like invite me to like a class for like a high school for cultural fair or like a panel. Yeah, every month I'll get like 2 to 3 requests. For INTAP, we pick up their international students from airport. We have orientation for them, showing them around. We basically like their family here, just take care of them. And then also on campus, we do a lot of like activities or events for domestic students to like know more about studying abroad. Yeah, we're gonna have like study abroad week soon coming up. Yeah, we have a lot of events going on. I'm excited.
So is there like a pretty even amount of like domestic and study abroad students in TAP, I guess?
Yes, there's a lot. There's probably about like more than 5 students, or like every semester they will like study abroad and then come back. Yeah.
This is a big change of pace, but I've always heard like the cars are bigger here in the United States. Is like the vehicles or transportation different in Vietnam?
Yes, we use motorbike more, and it's just like the traffic in Vietnam is the worst, and probably it's definitely in top 5 the worst in the world. We just everywhere. We don't care about the red light. I ran red light all the time. I don't care. Yeah, the cars in Vietnam is very expensive because we have to import them. And car here is like more cheap. It's so cheap. And like literally every one of you guys have it. But in Vietnam, for us to have a car, you must be rich, or you probably don't. Like no kids will have a car. We just use like motorbike, bike. I normally use bike because motorbike too heavy for me. I couldn't handle it. But yeah, we have to wear a helmet, but we just don't want to. Or the helmet sucks. It can break if you fall. But we just want to get through the law. So.
Are trains like a common method?
No, train is just for like cities to see. Oh wait, it's like it's not like a common thing. Maybe
Yeah.
like from far to go to like far places.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's a lot like here in that sense. It's
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
distance option.
That's right.
Mhm.
Or we fly. Vietnam is so small. Everywhere you fly, it's just 2-3 hours. It's tiny.
Are there any differences in like the laws? Like something may be legal there that's not legal here, or vice versa?
I just pretend. I don't know. I don't know much about the laws. I think basically it's kind of the same, but we like, I don't know what's the word, bargain? Or
Like barter? Like trade?
like
Ticket?
Bribe?
bribe. Yes, if you get like caught by a police, just bribe them.
Wow.
I don't think you should put it on this.
Maybe we won't
Sorry.
include that
I
part.
would just put it out.
You start bringing up the law.
That's a good way to verify
So
it.
12-12.
Oh, we'll end on that note.